you to all the wonderful people who have showed up to celebrate our graduation, and I'm honored as the valedictorian to present a speech regarding the class of 2022. 4 years ago, we entered 9th grade with a new road open to us, and a new road that, at times, we may have felt underprepared to enter. There was a new expectation to explore academic and athletic opportunities to prepare us for after high school. Some of us began to look at CTEs, while others continued their commitment to sports. I began to find my own identity as a runner. Granted, I don't feel nostalgia for the long days of adjusting to the brutal conditions of running and debating if I should cut my leg off so I had an excuse to not show up to practice or just not show up at all. But I do remember the moment I began to fall in love with the sport. It was in 2019 as I neared my entry into 10th grade. The blissful peace and hard work involved made me realize I could enjoy doing it for my entire life. Just as I was beginning my commitment to this sport, others began their sports like football, which consisted of weight training and grueling practices. It would eventually pay off with city championship victories. Go Bulldogs. Others in their CTE, whether it's ERT, carpentry, culinary, or another, found a vocation to commit to also. Of course, others still had self-exploration to do. It was only 2019. 2020 would surely have big things in store. Then, COVID happened. A swift year and a half taken away from in-person learning. Most of us seemed to enjoy it at first, but staring at a computer screen while your teacher drones on about a seemingly faraway event can only suffice for so long. And with many outside challenges for some, attending the virtual learning was a win in itself. Others found ways to succeed through completing schoolwork. Teachers and other support systems worked tirelessly to ensure students kept on track with their studies. Going above and beyond, my teacher, Mr. Beans, suggested a program called Hillman Academy that would provide the opportunity for STEM-related research. During the school year, I began to commit to being more than an athlete, understanding the impact I could have on the earth, and was an environmental activist. Falling out of STEM would likely be a seamless transition. With Mr. Bean's confidence in me, I figured it was all I needed. I had it with me to succeed, whether I saw it or not. Hillman would end up being instrumental to my STEM journey. Then, just like that, senior year fell upon us. It was the little things that helped us succeed. The times Mr. Beans checked in with the class regarding finances in college, or constantly saying, "Let's get to class." Even though he slept in late for class one day and still hasn't lived it down. Or when Ms. Flango tirelessly helped the college and high school senior class write their research paper for Justice Scholars that would help them earn a scholarship applicable toward their post-high school education. Or even through Mr. Stern's superhuman efforts to prepare the AP students for the AP exam. It's every teacher who encouraged us to continue in the face of our own worries, like pursuing higher education, juggling other responsibilities, or just coming to school. Even in the face of the all-too-mighty senioritis. Let me tell you, you think we're in the ring with Mike Tyson. But seriously, the support systems within this environment extend to the sports coaches, faculty members, and outside community members who have pushed us to succeed and become something more than our surroundings. When we leave here shortly, we will leave behind a school in the midst of change with increased resources and opportunity for success after high school. The transformation will not lead to another me, you, or anyone. It'll lead to unique students who are driven to succeed in whatever they are passionate about. Moving forward, remember when you came into 9th grade, hesitant and unknowing of the world that would lie ahead? Well, as we enter adulthood, that same challenge lies ahead. Whether you attend trade school, technical school, college, or somewhere else, you will all be faced with a journey with new being the common theme. But just like in the past, there will be resources and people willing to help you succeed. Seize all the help you can get. And remember those friend groups you built in your high school years. Hold on to those memories, for there are lessons within them. Kobe Bryant, someone I've looked up to the past few years, famously quoted his English teacher when he said, "Rest at the end, not in the middle." I did everything I could to apply this to my life. College applications, schoolwork, and my many extracurriculars. But after many months of applying this theme and taking little time off, I realized that I misunderstood the quote. To be acting taught, it is important for self-care to be a priority. This is a part of the grind. Repeat, it is okay to prioritize self-care. Just as long as you come back fired up to continue your work once you're recharged. This is not said to detract from the quote's power, but to acknowledge that one must responsibly apply to your life. Understanding even a supercomputer can't run on zero power. And through these pauses, through these breaks along our paths, cherish the moments that brought you here. Each one of you has been shaped by various experiences, and appreciating the good and bad can help you move forward with a clearer focus. But more simply, as Kobe Bryant once repeated, it's not the destination, it's the journey. On that note, in this present moment, we will celebrate our completion of high school. We will cherish today, remember yesterday, and look forward to a good future. Until next time, when our experiences will shape new conversations, and when our beings will be transformed, we will forever be bonded by being a Westinghouse alum. Go Bulldogs, take care everyone.